9 hours, 40 minutes. Sophia recovers and nods her thanks back at Rita, then tries to make herself look more presentable. Even without her usual makeup essentials, she continues to appear voguish. As the nausea leaves her, she remains calm and in control. If any of you have any ideas, anything at all, then let's hear it. Matt coughs, gazes into the distance, and offers,
Well, that horizon's about 3 miles away, so I'd say we're in the middle of at least 25 square miles
he shrugs.
Who knows?
Finished, Matt walks over to the container, sits down, and makes himself comfortable. He leans against one of its large doors, rests his arms on his knees, and turns his face to the sun. He enjoys the heat. Having made his contribution, he now waits to hear from the other Americans. Lloyd snorts.
Well, thank you so very much, Professor. Anything else you might feel the need to enlighten us all on?
Sure, Matt squints up at Lloyd.
Whatever these things are around our neck, it looks like we've got about 10 hours before they do, well, whatever they're gonna do.
There is a sudden realization that perhaps Matt's comments might need some urgent and life-preserving attention. Sophia leans over toward Nevada's collar, who in turn raises her chin and moves her bleached blonde hair aside to allow Sophia a better view. Sophia peers at the collar's chamber, then reads aloud, Danger, C4, tamper-proof explosive charge.
My God,
Rita stutters out.
Sweet Jesus!
Terrified, her body freezes in anticipation of the collar's explosive charge potentially detonating. Nevada faints and slumps to the ground. Jim steps forward and just catches her fall, then gently lays her down on the ground. Lloyd hyperventilates.
You gotta be shitting me!
Apart from books and a very young-looking older teenager called Jedi Smith, the Americans continue to look at each other for reassurance that this somehow is not happening to them.
Someone, tell me this is not for real.
Lloyd grabs his collar.
This has gotta be some sort of fucked up joke gone bad, right?
Jedi strolls his thin, geeky frame over to Matt, kneels down beside him, and inspects his collar. His demeanor is mild-mannered, and he frowns as though he is tackling some math problem his teacher has given him to solve. He seems to be enjoying himself as he muses.
Interesting. It's quite cool.
Matt says,
Hey, kid, NASCAR is cool, cliff diving is cool, and Steve McQueen was cool. But these things,
Matt taps and holds his collar,
they ain't cool.
So he can see more clearly, Jedi pushes Matt's hand aside and runs the collar through his fingers. He concentrates.
Careful there, buddy.
Matt holds his head still.
As far as I can see, we're worry-free for about,
Jedi looks at the collar's countdown clock,
9 hours, 37 minutes, and 27 seconds.
Then, in a puzzled afterthought, he thinks,
Steve?
Matt explains.
McQueen, you know, from the movies. Bullet, The Magnificent Seven. He was the cooler king in the Great Escape. You've seen The Great Escape, right?
No comprendo from the Generation Y future potential Silicon Valley billionaire. Jedi shrugs. He continues his inspection.
Hey, kid,
Matt asks.
Yeah? You think you can get rid of these things without blowing our heads off?
Maybe.
Well, that sounds positive.
Well, when I mean maybe if I had access to a lab somewhere and some serious electronics.
So we're all pretty fucked then.
Jedi laughs. There's always a way. Just give me some time. Sophia kneels down and helps Jim attend to Nevada, who is still out cold. Sophia raises and cradles Nevada's head in one hand and brushes the side of her face. Hey, come on, princess. Nevada moans. Her eyelids flutter open, and her big baby blues try to focus on Sophia. She starts to come around and smiles, then tries to sit up. Jim takes over from Sophia. He puts his arm around Nevada and supports her.
Atta girl.
Thanks, mister. That's something I've just never gone and done before. It's just real embarrassing.
Well, there's a first time for everything. You're going to be okay now. Everything's going to be okay.
Nevada smiles up at the old man.
For sure.
The sun beats down on the Americans. The backs of their uniforms start to darken as small patches of sweat emerge through the thin orange fabric. Sophia turns her attention to Matt. He has irritated her, and she glares at him. Let's say we start to focus on the now and less of the, so we're all pretty fucked then.
She's right, Lloyd chips in. I think you're just treating this as some kind of big joke. Amazingly enough, Matt says, then pauses for effect, I don't really give a shit what you think.
He casts off a flippant final comment.
Maybe we're on a TV show or something.
A few seconds go by while the group contemplates Matt's throwaway line. Some of them nod in agreement. A glimmer of hope has been tossed their way.
A TV show? Lloyd goes into overdrive. Is that so now? The veins on his neck bulge. Now I'm really pissed. I'm talking $10 million lawsuit pissed. You some kind of lawyer, son? Jim asks. No, I'm some kind of great fucking lawyer.
Nevada recovers. She's excited and nods towards Matt.
Maybe he's right, and it's really some reality show thing.
She preens herself, then reads the number on her uniform.
Hey, I must be contestant 63.
Rita, hands on her hips, says,
Well, I never signed up for no TV show.
No shit, lady, Lloyd says.
What if they hypnotized us first? Nevada asks. You know, so we can't remember anything, and we just suddenly wake up here, live on the TV, and being watched by all of America eating their breakfast.
You guys aren't serious, Sophia's incredulous. Please tell me you're not serious.
Jedi puts his hand up. Hey, I've seen it happen. At my high school, my teacher invited this hypnotist dude into science class, and he, put me under. I thought I was Michael Jackson. I was making all kinds of moves.
Jedi demonstrates and attempts to perform a mini moonwalk. He's not very good. The Americans watch him, and he has the floor to himself for a few more seconds. He stops and explains further.
Then this chick I liked called Cindy Briggs starts dancing with me.
He smiles at the memory.
It was awesome. Totally.
His story nears its end, and he trails off, adding lamely, We never dated.
Lloyd shakes his head at Jedi's theory. What a big crock of shit!
Matt baits Lloyd.
You think? I thought he moved pretty well.
Oh, thanks, man. Jedi looks pleased.
Enough of this crap! Lloyd turns and shouts toward the container. Hey, you in there!
Matt explains to Lloyd.
His name's Cutter. Hey, Cutter!
Lloyd shouts again.
Silence.
From within the container, Cutter shouts back at Lloyd.
Yo! You see any TV cameras in there?
Cutter steps out of the container.
Not unless there's one stuck up Doc's ass.
Matt laughs. Lloyd grits his teeth and tries again.
Did you or did you not see a TV camera in there?
Cutter gets pissed.
No, I did not see no TV camera in there. I was not looking for no fucking TV camera, because why the fuck would there be a TV camera in a fucking container in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Lloyd pushes past Cutter.
Out of my way!
He marches into the container and mutters to himself.
If it's a job worth fucking doing, you gotta fucking do it yourself nowadays.